Surprising facts about women's psychology. Here you'll find everything about women, such as their body language and their sexual behaviors in general. Women are generally more outgoing in life but not as adventurous in bed, while the shy ones are often the most playful in bed. Women who are wild and daring typically have excellent psychological health. Women who touch their intimate parts at least 3 times a week have higher levels of sexual hormones. A woman in her 20s is more likely to reach a climax than an adult woman. Women get more aroused when they're on their menstrual period. Lack of intimacy is one reason why women choose infidelity. Oral pleasure is women's favorite, with about 60% of men and 9% of women preferring it before penetration. About 20% of single women in the United States carry a condom in their purse in case they engage in casual sex with an attractive man. Women who frequent the gym have higher libido due to the testosterone hormone released during physical exercise. Women prefer making love in dimly lit places to not reveal their bodies too much, while men want to make love in well-lit places to see the woman's body and get even more excited. Studies reveal that women laugh more with men they're attracted to, and men are attracted to women who laugh at their jokes. Men are more attracted to women with wide hips because subconsciously, this signals that they can bear children. When a woman's nipples are erect, it means she's very aroused at that moment, and it's time to take her to bed. Women are generally attracted to tall men, deep voices, and beards, as these characteristics unconsciously communicate protection, maturity, and intelligence. Having a daily orgasm can make a woman happier, calmer, and more tolerant of life. That's all for today, my darlings. I hope you've gained all this knowledge about the female world. How to disregard a woman the right way and drive her crazy. Literally getting her to chase after you, that's what I talked about in that video. This is Larissa Alencar, a specialist in relationships and conquest, and I help you become a confident, secure man and conquer that woman. So let's get into it. How to disregard a woman the right way. In this video, I'll teach you 5 ultimate, efficient ways to disregard a woman. But you might be thinking, how can disregarding a woman make her go crazy and come after you? I'll tell you the surefire way to do it, but it's important that you understand why we're on the same page here. When I talk about disregarding a woman, it doesn't mean you'll treat her poorly. It doesn't mean you'll insult or react to her in any way. You'll disregard her using one of the greatest weapons of manipulation, silence. Silence followed by indifference. You'll understand this better as I reveal these 5 ways to disregard a woman the right way. So let's dive in. The first way that's already in a woman's mind is when she's interested but plays the game of delaying her responses. She shows interest in the conversation at a certain moment, then suddenly takes too long to reply. It leaves you in a hot and cold situation, and you don't understand. When a woman does this and you simply respond by disregarding it, by acting like you didn't even notice, she spends hours replying and you pretend like you didn't even notice. You don't play into her game. Often she might take hours to respond, and that doesn't mean you should delay your response too. You could be online when you replied, and you respond the next minute or at another time. You don't take too long because you were doing something else. When a woman doesn't predict your behavior, especially when you don't even notice her absence, it impacts her. You don't start acting colder or say things like, "Oh, you disappeared," or "Why are you acting this way with me?" because you're not reactive. This messes with her because it gives the impression that you're detached from the type of response she'll give you. Now, pay attention, this is very different from when you're already at a point with that woman where you're progressing towards a relationship, where you've been together once or twice and things are going well. That's different from when she simply backs off or literally leaves you hanging, meaning she takes too long to respond. In those moments, you need to take a stand and not pretend like you didn't notice. If you want me to make a video about how to position yourself in such a situation, let me know in the comments. I want to know how to handle it when a woman simply backs off from me, leaves me hanging, and I'll teach you how to make that woman see you in a different light, respect you. If you're enjoying discovering this secret and getting out of ways to disregard a woman that mess with her head, leave a like now because in this video I have 4 more ways to show you. So, the second way to disregard a woman that will mess with her is when you disregard her beauty. Many women, especially the most beautiful ones, are used to being validated by men who are dazzled by their beauty and only talk about that. When you disregard her beauty, and I mean not saying things like you look beautiful but rather something like you look nice. That's not it, nothing like that. For example, what most men do is they go to that woman's Instagram, who is very pretty, and comment, "You're so beautiful," or send a bunch of heart emojis or that story she records all dolled up. So they comment beautiful or something like that as their first approach and keep repeating that several times. When you disregard a woman's beauty, it's when you don't repeat that mantra, or at least not at first. So you just like a different photo of hers, a photo of a dog, a book, a landscape, something different from what most men do. And I'm not saying you shouldn't compliment a woman's appearance, but you can use different reasons, different motives. You look lovely in that dress. I have a video, in fact, on how to compliment a woman the right way. You can search for it here on YouTube. It's an excellent video with thousands and thousands of views. You can watch it now, ditching the common sense. Speak to women about other things. Notice other nuances of their personality. Robert even says that complimenting only on appearance is one of the weakest seduction strategies. One of the easiest ways to make someone resent you when you want to conquer them by only talking about appearance, because everyone sees a greater essence in others beyond appearance. When you focus solely on that, it's one of the shallowest forms of seduction. So, disregard the beauty of that woman, act like it's normal for you as if it doesn't make a difference in your world, as if you're really accustomed to interacting with many and that's not the kind of thing that impresses you. The third way to disregard a woman that drives her crazy is when you disregard the test she throws at you, the confidence tests. When a woman tests your confidence level, she often uses sarcasm, certain digs, like for example, she might see you at a certain moment and mock your shirt, saying something like, "Oh, that's our shirt. Did you borrow it from your mom for carnival?" Or she might tease you about your height, saying you're too short, anything like that. When you disregard what she said, whether it's a joke or not, you don't take offense, you don't get upset by it. Or if she calls you a friend, many women use this friend term to tease, to test if you're shaken by it. So if she throws that at you, for example, you laugh and say, "Well, I really want to be your friend because they say marriages are much better when you're friends first." Or if she teases about your shirt and you say, "Oh, you didn't like it? When are you taking me shopping to refresh my wardrobe?" Then she'll see that you're still flirting with her, and it unsettles her. The fourth way to disregard that woman is when you do it to make her feel it. I can assure you that in 100% of cases, it's when you disregard her attempt to make you jealous. So she starts talking about an ex, sometimes makes a comparison, or talks about other men who are interested in her, trying to see if you're bothered by it. She starts this game intentionally to make you jealous, and you practically pretend like you didn't notice. You can even cut her off while she's talking about it. When you sense she's trying to make you jealous, you become indifferent, and that destabilizes her because firstly, you're not bothered by this kind of thing or by competition. The fifth way to disregard that woman, which many men are messing up nowadays, is by disregarding her popularity. These days, many women put their image on social media, gaining followers easily just because of a few filters or makeup in a bikini photo and tagging a bunch of people. Many men go there, follow her, shower her with compliments, and start seeing her as this popular woman or goddess when she's just a normal human being full of insecurities and issues. So, disregard her popularity as if it doesn't make a difference to you. Treat her as an equal without putting her on a pedestal. So, tell me if you've been disregarding that woman the right way. Share it here in the comments, and if you like this video, if it brought value to you, then go ahead and leave your like here.